not reflect the endorsement, sponsorship, position, or expression of the district. At this time, we ask that you please stand for the processional of the graduates.
Please rise as the Bryan High School Junior ROTC posts the colors.
Forward, arch, up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up, 2 up, 3 up, 4 up. Present arm.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now, please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please join me in a prayer. Father, thank you for allowing us to gather here tonight to celebrate all of our accomplishments. Thank you for giving us the chance to honor our 2022 graduating class of Bryan Collegiate High School, for allowing us to have an unforgettable educational experience filled with so much laughter, fun, and everlasting memories, and for all the obstacles we have overcome with perseverance. I ask you to be here with us tonight to bless our graduating class as we bring light to our accomplishments. I also want to ask you to bless our teachers and administrators who have contributed their absolute time and energy so that we could graduate here today. Thank you to every single individual you have placed in our lives to support us through these very challenging years. May you bless them in every single way. Tonight we pray for those who are continuing their education and those who are going into the workforce. May you know that success is characterized in many distinct forms. We pray for every graduate and family member here tonight that they would find true fulfillment in what they truly aspire to do and be. As we begin to write a new chapter in our lives, we pray for strength, courage, and diligence in all that's to come, for us to keep the faith that anything can be accomplished with the discipline to do so and the persistence to keep going, as well as for hope, which always has us looking forward to the many wonders this world can bring. Thank you for our time together here tonight and for all that we have to look forward to. It is in your name we pray. Amen.
Before we take our seats tonight and begin our commencement exercises, I would like for us to observe a moment of silence for all of those impacted by the tragic events that unfolded this week at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. We are filled with grief for those who lost their lives, the victims who remain hospitalized, parents and educators in the extended Uvalde community that has been impacted by this horrible event. So please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. You may now be seated. Good evening. I am Tommy Roberts, and I have the incredible privilege of serving as principal at Bryan Collegiate High School. On behalf of the Bryan ISD Board of Trustees, our administration, faculty, staff, honored guests, and on behalf of the students and soon-to-be graduates, it is my honor to welcome you all to the class of 2022 commencement ceremony for Bryan Collegiate High School. Graduates, I have watched all of you grow and mature into young adults, and I'm so proud of all of you that you have accomplished. Tonight is a representation of your accomplishments. Together as a class, you have earned just over 3,400 college credit hours with an average of 49 college credit hours apiece. Between all of you, you have earned almost 200 college acceptances, and you have served almost 10,000 community service hours in our local community that has given you so much. And additionally, 14 of you here tonight have gone above and beyond what it was required of you to earn a high school diploma and earn your associate's degree from Blinn College. If you're receiving your associate's degree from Blinn College this evening, please stand at this time and be recognized. I also want to take a moment to recognize those students who are first in their families to attend college and those that are first in their family to graduate from high school. Graduates, you are setting a new standard in your family by making education a focus in your life. Thank you for being a great role model so that other family members can follow your example. If you are the first in your family to graduate high school or the first in your family to ever attend college, please stand and be recognized. I will now begin with the introductions of our guests on stage. Please hold all applause until we are done with all introductions. Guests, please stand when I call your name. Ginger Carabine, Superintendent, Bryan ISD Schools. Mr. Mark McCall, Board President. Dr. Julie Harlan, Board Vice President. Mrs. Felicia Binford, Board Secretary. Mrs. Ruthie Waller, Board Member. Mrs. Fran Duane, Board Member. Mr. David Stasny, Board Member. Mrs. Dana Beechuk, Bryan Collegiate High School Associate Principal. Mrs. Christina Richardson, Director of Advanced Academics, Bryan ISD. Mrs. Carol Kuhn, Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Bryan ISD. Mr. Kevin Besall, Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, Bryan ISD. Mr. Jonathan Gonzalez, Keynote Speaker. Mrs. Jan McCall, Academic Advisor. Zaid Torres, Class Senior Valedictorian. Abigail Sanchez, Senior Class Representative. Ivan Sanchez, Senior Class Representative. Miss Lucy Villarreal, Bryan Collegiate Registrar, and Mr. Andrew Persine, Bryan Collegiate Teacher and Name Announcer. Jay Nobles, Senior Class Representative. Christian Navarro, Senior Class Representative. Leslie Pena, Senior Class President, and Delaine Balderas, Senior Class Vice President. That's it. I'd also like to make one more recognition tonight. I'd like to recognize a group of world-class educators that choose every day to do what is right and best for kids in our community. If you are a current or former staff member of Bryan Collegiate High School, please stand and be recognized for your unwavering commitment in helping these seniors achieve what they have been working for the past 4 years. Now help me in welcoming Senior Class President Leslie Pena.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Leslie Pena, Senior Class President, and I am happy to welcome you all to Bryan Collegiate Class of 2022's graduation ceremony. I want to start off by thanking the families, friends, and teachers that have joined us on our special night. Thank you for being there for us when we needed it the most, and most importantly, thank you for encouraging us when we needed it the most. As we commemorate our hard work tonight, I want to say how proud I am of every single one of our graduates, and you all should be too. While we might have made it look easy, Bryan Collegiate is not for the weak. Now for my classmates, I want you guys to take a second to take it all in. You all should be proud of yourselves and the hard work you've put in these past 4 years. It has not been easy, and we all know that. So as you walk across the stage tonight, remember that your tenacity got you here today. I say this because sometimes it might seem like we can never catch a break, but in order to stay motivated, we need to celebrate our victories. Only you know what you went through and the hard work you put in. The least you could do is celebrate yourself. And to the many future victories I know you will all have, celebrate them all because every single one counts. Thank you and congratulations, Class of 2022. Buenas tardes a todos, soy Leslie Peña, presidenta de la clase, y estoy feliz de darles la bienvenida a la ceremonia de graduación de la clase del 2022 de Bryan Collegiate. Quiero empezar dándole las gracias a las familias, amigos y maestros que están aquí con nosotros en esta noche tan especial. Gracias por estar ahí cuando más lo necesitábamos y más que nada, gracias por darnos ánimo cuando más lo necesitábamos. Mientras conmemoramos nuestros esfuerzos esta noche, quiero decir lo orgullosa que estoy de cada uno de nuestros graduados y ustedes también deberían estarlo. Ahora para mis compañeros, quiero que tomen un segundo para reflexionar. Deberían de estar orgullosos de sí mismos por el empeño que han puesto estos últimos 4 años, ya que todos sabemos que no ha sido nada fácil. Así que cuando caminen por el escenario, quiero que recuerden su tenacidad fue lo que los trajo hasta aquí esta noche. Les digo esto porque entiendo que a veces se siente como que no se puede respirar, pero para seguir motivados tenemos que celebrar nuestras victorias. Solo ustedes saben el esfuerzo que pusieron para llegar a donde están. Lo menos que pueden hacer por sí mismos es celebrar. Y igual, para todas las demás victorias que vendrán en el futuro, recuerden celebrarlas porque cada una de ellas cuenta. Gracias y felicidades, clase del 2022. Now, will the top 10 please make your way to the stage?
On behalf of the senior class of 2022, on this date, May 27th, we present the school and student body with a mural we personally painted above the bleachers in our gym. This mural will proudly serve as the backdrop to the unique prep rallies, family Olympics, and other collegiate festivities that take place in the gym.
This mural will forever give Panthers a sense of school spirit embodied by the class of 2022.
We are delighted to accept this class gift on behalf of the underclassmen and all future Panthers. We wish the seniors, class of 2022, the best of luck in your future endeavors.
You have left us with many memories that we will treasure forever in our hearts. Congratulations on your accomplishments, and thank you for this gift.
Congratulations, graduates, for all you have accomplished during the last 4 years. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. At this time, we will recognize the class of 2022 honor graduates. Honor graduates are those students graduating in the top 10% of their class. Graduating cum laude, Ruby Rodriguez. Ruby will attend Texas A&M University. Lisette Mesa. Lisette will attend Texas A&M University. Christopher Acala Rubio. Christopher will attend Texas A&M University. Sarah Denman. Sarah will attend Glenn College. Graduating magna cum laude, Jordan Corona. Jordan will attend Colorado School of Mines. The class of 2022 salutatorian, Christian Navarro. Christian will attend Texas A&M University. And graduating summa cum laude, the class of 2022 valedictorian, Zaid Torres Salinas. Zaid will attend Texas A&M University.
Good evening, everyone. It is my honor to be here today in front of such an amazing group of people, the class of 2022. I know these past 2 years have been extremely difficult for many, if not all of us. But despite all of the procrastination and absences, I would have put skipping, but I want my speech approved. Despite all of that, we're about to walk the stage and be done with high school. This is a sad, exciting, but mostly terrifying moment as we're about to be done with high school. But let me tell you something. I believe in all of you because the first step to achieving anything is to believe. See, I came to the United States at the age of 9, not knowing anyone or anything, including the language or the culture of this country. But it is thanks to people who believed in me that I am here today giving this speech. In elementary, it was people like Dr. Ibarra who helped me guide through my first 2 years of elementary school. In middle school, it was teachers like Mr. Coleman who taught me respect, discipline, teamwork, but most importantly, he was a mentor who I could look up to. And in high school, well, it was my friends. It was Mr. G, Mr. Roberts. It was Ms. Homeyer. It was Mr. Berger, Mr. Aldrich, Mrs. Schrader, Mrs. Carrion, Mrs. Lawson, and every single teacher that I had at this school. And for that, I am forever grateful. Though, as you may have noticed, I did not include myself in that list, and that is because more often than not, I had doubts about what I could accomplish. But I've learned that that is all right. It's all right to have doubts, as long as you surround yourself with people who believe in you, who can see your potential even when you can't. Though most of those people have changed throughout the years, there is a group of people who have consistently stayed by my side, and that is my family. Mi familia siempre me ha apoyado en absolutamente todo. Mi mamá, que ha sacrificado infinidad de cosas, incluyendo su dinero, su tiempo, su felicidad para darme a mí, a mi hermano, las herramientas necesarias para ser exitosos en la vida. Mi papá, que siempre estuvo al pendiente de mis logros, que siempre me decía lo orgulloso que estaba de mí. Y finalmente, mi hermano Jorge y mi hermana Lisbeth, los cuales creyeron en mí, los cuales fueron los mejores hermanos que pude haber preguntado. Y... I'm sorry. Mami, pa, Jorge, Lisbeth, espero que estén orgullosos de mí. Todo lo que he hecho, lo he hecho por ustedes, gracias a ustedes, y espero algún día poder pagárselos. A los otros padres de familia aquí presentes, hoy es una ocasión especial tanto para sus hijos como para ustedes. Espero que sepan lo extraordinarios que son sus hijos e hijas por el simple hecho de haberse graduado de esta escuela. No es fácil ser un estudiante de Bryan Collegiate High School, así que les quiero pedir de favor que al terminar la ceremonia abracen a sus hijos, les hagan saber lo especiales que son, que están orgullosos de ellos, pero sobre todo que sigan creyendo en ellos. It is hard to graduate from this school. For this reason, I want to ask all of the parents, when this ceremony ends, to please hug your child, let them know that you're proud, that you're unconditional love and support, but above all, continue supporting them and continue believing in them. Now, I want to finalize this speech by reminding all of the seniors, the class of 2022, to please be proud of this moment, but continue fighting for your goals. It hasn't been easy for many of us, but despite all of that, we're here and we have a whole future ahead of us in which I hope to see every single one of you be the best version of yourself, be successful, and I believe in all of you. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
High school has been quite the experience. I think that we can agree that it's had its highs, lows, and many confusing experiences in between. These last couple of days, I have been thinking and reflecting on all the memories we've made here at Bryan Collegiate High School, from our freshman year to this very moment. I am grateful that I am here, standing before all you, living out this last milestone of our high school career, graduation. It will be hard to say goodbye to everyone who has been part of this 4-year journey, but our next chapter awaits, and I am ready to take on this challenge with each and every one of y'all. With that in mind, we are honored to share a few unforgettable memories from our graduating class.
Thinking back to our freshman year, that's when we learned what collegiate was all about. If you look back to our first year of collegiate, I think we can all agree that our class was a bit special. For instance, we were the only class that ever had a group of boys serenade Mr. G with John Legend's All of Me for no apparent reason. But the truth is, there was a reason. Mr. G deserved that serenade from the boys because he's just such a great person. Mr. Gonzalez, along with the rest of the freshman teachers, showed us that we all had a place here at Collegiate and welcomed us to what would be our new home for the next 4 years. From the boys annoying Mr. Roberts by storming the bathrooms in masses, to having our first and last ever Final Four, freshman year was honestly a great time.
Then it was our sophomore year. That was crazy. Let's just say spring break lasted a little longer than we expected.
Next up was junior year, and that was still out of whack. Many of us chose our own adventure by attending school in person or online. Classrooms looked like a post-Thanos snap world as 50% of students were at home at this point. We were trying to adapt to all big changes happening around us, and we did so successfully, all while scrambling to learn the If poem for Mrs. O. Nearing the end of junior year, things were looking up, and despite everything, we all persevered through our junior year together.
Finally, our senior year. The world came back to normal, like as normal as the world can get, and some of us were attending, Some of us were attending collegiate classes in person and even our blend classes for the first time again. We were now full-time students at Blinn, and we had the full-time duties of applying to colleges, applying for scholarships, and seeking financial aid, and trying to decide our major. Thankfully, we had Miss Carrion by our side to guide us through our first steps into adulthood, one Dave Ramsey lesson at a time. The most exciting part of our senior year was College Colors because we celebrated all of our accomplishments and hard work. It really put into perspective how time fast had really gone. Tonight, each of us will take on our own set of memories with us. Memories of laughters, tears, friendships, and relationships, all which add meaning to our lives while leaving an impact on others. Congratulations, class of 2022, and as the famous singer Pitbull once said, dale. Thank you.
Thank you.
I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our keynote speaker for the evening. He's a former Bryan Collegiate graduate, and 10 years ago today, he was actually crossing this stage. He's a world-class educator and has been a favorite teacher of many students since he first joined the Bryan Collegiate faculty in 2018. The senior class requested that he speak tonight since he's been such a significant part of their journey at Bryan Collegiate. Please help me in welcoming Mr. Jonathan Gonzalez.
Ten years ago, I had the opportunity to stand in front of a crowd like this in this same building during my own high school graduation. And when I think back to that moment, I always feel like I didn't take the time to say what was really on my mind and what was really in my heart, but instead I played it safe and gave the speech that was expected of me. But I'm not gonna do that this time. I've got too many things that I've got to tell you, and I don't have a lot of time to do it. And I wish there was some way that I could give you all the knowledge and experience that you need for when you guys go out into the world on your own, but these words are all that I have. But that's the way that things usually go, isn't it? As cliche as it might be, sometimes you don't know the value of what you've got until it's gone. Now I just wish I could go back to those days when you guys would fill up my room before and after school, being loud and sometimes a little bit annoying. And I wish I could relive all those moments. But all I have is this moment to tell you how much I love you all and appreciate you all for everything that you've done for me. 4 years have gone by like nothing, and I ask myself, where has the time gone? It doesn't seem like that long ago we were all in my room reading Romeo and Juliet and To Kill a Mockingbird. Some of y'all. Either way, it's still hard for me to understand that my time with y'all is almost done. When I first came into this job, I was at a point in my life where it felt hard to believe in anything. The years before I had gotten here had not been kind to me. I had failed in my first attempt at teaching at another school, and I thought I was never going to teach again. I had my heart broken by somebody I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. I got hurt at one point, and I spent years walking around with a messed up hip, a messed up back, and a messed up shoulder because I was too broke and I was too afraid to go see a doctor. I lost several people that I loved to sickness, bad choices, and other circumstances that I couldn't really do anything about. And it got to the point where it just felt like I was getting picked on. I became convinced that I had bad luck, that I was doomed to fail at everything I tried, no matter how hard I tried. That's why when I got the opportunity to interview at Collegiate, I had a lot of mixed feelings. I was carrying a lot of baggage with me, especially the memory of that first year teaching. And one thing that I want y'all to understand about that first year is that I didn't quit because the school was bad or because the kids were bad. I quit because I felt like I had done a bad job. And I didn't want to be the type of person that just showed up to work to collect a paycheck. Looking back, I can admit that I could have tried to get better, but I didn't. I was so caught up in everything that was going on in my life that I just chose to give up. And when I gave up, it didn't just feel like I quit a job. It felt like I gave up on those kids, and it haunted me for years. So when it came to the idea of stepping back into the classroom, I couldn't stand the thought of repeating the same story of trying to do something just to fail. I couldn't stand the thought of letting down Mr. Roberts, Mrs. Beechuk, and all the other wonderful people that helped me get to this point. I couldn't stand the thought of ruining the reputation of the place that had given me the opportunity to make something of myself. But if I'm being honest, I wasn't in any position to turn down job opportunities. I had to pay my bills. I had to help my family. I had been struggling. So I took the interview, and when I got the offer to work at Collegiate, I accepted the position, and I told myself that I was going to do my best to make everybody who helped me get to this point proud, that I was not going to let another group of kids down, but instead make a difference in their lives. I don't know what I expected those first days when I walked in and I saw you all sitting there in those same seats that me and my friends sat in. And I got taken back to all those times. I remembered the first time we went to Blinn to get our college IDs and feeling pretty cool about the whole dual credit student thing and feeling really excited to use that, get that discount at the movies. I remembered walking with my friends to the Burger King down the street after school, and we had to pay with nothing but change because we were all broke. I remembered the way that we would decorate the hallways and we would dress up in pink for our annual pep rally in support of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And more than anything, I remembered the feeling of belonging somewhere. And I wanted you all to be able to have those same experiences that I did. And as naive as it might sound, I wanted to be able to live up to the words that my old Algebra 2 teacher had prophesied for me when he spoke at my graduation 10 years ago. I wanted to stand and deliver like Jaime Escalante and inspire you all to do great things. At least that's, what I imagined in my head. But if you were there to witness my first year, you know that nobody was in a rush to make a movie about how I changed education for the better in only a year. I had all the ambition in the world and no confidence in myself, and it showed. It felt like no matter how much I prepared, I seemed to stumble through every single lesson. So I brought out all the stories, poems, and speeches I loved and that had inspired me in hopes that the words of people smarter and wiser than me would sway you. Sherman Alexie, Sandra Cisneros, Kendrick Lamar, Rocky Balboa. None of it seemed to make a difference. But for some reason, I got up every day and stood in front of that room, and I kept trying. Even on my worst days, I always tried to make something happen. Because like I told you, I had already failed enough. I needed a win, and I was willing to make myself look like a fool if it meant getting better at my job and being able to help all of you. Not just in school, but with life. You didn't make that first year easy on me, though. In fact, it felt like you guys were picking on me on purpose to see how much I could take. I remember the way that Cordell used to clown me, tell me that I didn't know what I was doing in the middle of class. And I couldn't really tell him anything because he was right. I remember being scared to ask Wendy how she was doing, because when I would, she would tell me how she wanted to drop out, and I just didn't know how to handle that kind of thing at the time. I remember trying to keep my cool after having to tell Diego Martinez, right, for the 5th time to go back to his seat and leave Diego Mancera alone. And I've heard a lot of people tell me that one of the reasons they love teaching is because every day is different, but I didn't think they meant every day, you know? But looking back, it's easy to realize that I took everything too personal sometimes. Maybe you did ignore most of what I had to say, but what did I expect? I used to be just like you. I used to get in trouble with Miss Gibson for talking to my best friend in class during geometry. I got caught by Mrs. George giving the answers to a quiz to my friends during English. I jumped out of a window during world geography when Mrs. Carrion went next door to ask the teacher, well, went to ask the teacher next door a question. And in a way, it was almost like all the trouble that I had caused in the past was coming back to teach me a lesson. And I realized that I had to learn how to be patient with you all, the same way that those kind teachers had been patient with me and given me second chances. But it wasn't easy. Some days I felt too laid back and like my classroom was chaotic, and other days I felt like a tyrant trying to control everything and everyone. It was a constant struggle between giving up and trying. And I can't say that it's a struggle that doesn't still continue to this day. So I say all of that to say this. I have failed over and over again in my life. I have made mistake after mistake, and yet I try my best to learn from them and move on. I have faced disappointment enough times to break almost any person, and yet I try my best to keep faith in what I can't see and keep myself from worrying about things I can't control. I've never been the brightest, never been the most athletic, most confident, outgoing, creative, whatever you want to fill in the blank with. But for some reason, I tried my best to be better than I was. And that's all I really want for all of y'all, to just try. Because really, that's the only way that we end up doing things in our lives. So look, before I finish, I just got to say a few more things. I've tried to make it a point to tell people what they mean to me while I still have them in my life. Because sometimes things happen and you don't get the chance to say things that you should have. So I got a few people that I want to say some things to. Araceli, where you at? I don't know why, but you believed in me from the jump, and I appreciate you for that. You were one of the first people who would stay in my room after school, and it made me feel important. So thank you. Chris, where you at? I just want to say thank you for being you, because sometimes it gets hard staying nice out here, and you remind me that it's important to be yourself. Eduardo, I'm sorry I forgot about your essay that one time. I hope you don't hold it against me, and I hope you don't forget about me when you become the next Elon Musk. Areli, where you at? Looks like we both made it. It wasn't easy, but we made it. But we still got work to do. But I believe in you. I believe in all of you. Big Tay, where you at? I'm gonna need you to turn in that Romeo and Juliet project before you walk the stage. But really, I'm proud of you, and I wish you nothing but big success in this life. Michaela, I promise I won't forget you. Just don't forget about me when you're out there saving sea turtles. Iris, I've told you this before, but I'll tell you again. You have a unique and powerful voice. Use it to help those around you because not everybody does. Mr. Big Brain, where's Mr. Big Brain Navarro? Christian, you were more of a man at 15 years old than some people will ever be in their life. Keep working hard, and whatever you want in this life is within your reach. Miss Denman, where you at? I hope that one day you'll stop feeling so tired and you'll get to enjoy the fruits of your labor. And thank you for stopping Mason from hitting me with the coffee mug. Zaid, you might not be the first Mexican Olympic ice skater in 30 years, but you represent this community with a kind heart and a perfect smile that will take you far in this life. Wendy, where'd you go? Wendy, you're one of the strongest people I've ever met in my life. I know it might not always feel like it, but I promise that you'll have your day in the sun. Just be patient. Miguelito, you got a smart mouth on you sometimes, man. But if you learn to use that thing for good, you'll be able to help a lot of people. I'm proud of you. Ivan, where you at? Mr. Sanchez, I still love you though. I still love you too, Ivan. Ivan, you're one of the most remarkable students that I've had in my time as a teacher. Not just because you're a talented musician that can play it all, but because you're willing to help anyone and everyone that you meet. You got a heart of gold. Keep it that way. Abby, I've told you this before, but I'm going to tell you now in front of everybody. Thank you for bringing a little bit of light into my life when things were looking dark. I hope your life is epic and full of the same joy that you bring to others around you. And last but not least, my laddie, I'm so proud of you and all the hard work that you've done over these years. And I want you to always remember, you're smart, you're beautiful, you're capable. And to everyone else, I might not have called you out by name, but that doesn't minimize the impact that you guys have had on my life. You taught me what it means to truly care about someone and something other than myself. You taught me what it means to give everything to something, even when I'm not sure how things are going to end up going. You taught me that doing the right thing is more important than being right. And whenever I felt weak, whenever I felt like giving up, all I had to do was think of all of you, and I used that as my strength. I always told myself, do it for the kids. And believe me, it took everything that I had to be able to be here with you today. So never forget, while you're out there making your way in the world, being all that you can be, all of me loves all of you. Thank you.
Mrs. Carabine, I am pleased to present the Bryan Collegiate High School class of 2022. The academic advisors and I have examined the records of these candidates, and we have found that each has completed the necessary requirements set forth by the Bryan Independent School District and are eligible to participate in these commencement exercises. Additionally, I am pleased to announce that we have 14 students who have completed the required course of study and are candidates for their associate's degrees from Blinn College.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. As superintendent of Bryan ISD School District, I certify the assembled Bryan Collegiate High School class of 2022 is eligible for these commencement exercises. And on behalf of the Bryan ISD Board of Trustees and the administration in Bryan ISD, congratulations to all students, parents, and families. I'm privileged to serve as the superintendent in Bryan ISD, and it is an honor to celebrate you, the Bryan Collegiate High School class of 2022. You have navigated the pandemic for 2.5 years, yet you did not let these obstacles interfere with your success. I'm equally proud of the faculty and staff at Bryan Collegiate for investing in you. Thank you to the amazing teachers, counselors, and administrators and all support staff who played an instrumental role in preparing every student tonight for graduation. As you begin your journey after graduation, please know how proud we are of you. You have satisfied all of the academic requirements, and you've gone that extra mile in many ways throughout your elementary, middle school, and high school career. Additionally, it is our hope that you continue to apply the essential 8 character traits. To remind you, kindness, tolerance, gratitude, philanthropy, work ethic, optimism, courage, and leadership will help you succeed in life. As a memento, we have included this E8 bookmark in your diploma envelope. We're so excited for you. We believe in you, and we want you to know that in addition to your collegiate high school family, you are forever part of the school district family. We will be cheering for you as you make your positive mark on the world. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mrs. Carabine. At this time, we will begin the presentation of diplomas.
Michaela Shabri Alberti. Christopher Alcala Rubio. Lansing Allison. Alexis Sotelo Alvarado. Ariana Arriaga Ruiz. Veronica Ariola Leal. Nilayan Jaylene Balderas. Daniel Cancino Guerrero. Jordan Thomas Corona. Ruby Castro Gallardo. Cordell Wayne Contestable. Sarah Grace Denman. Wendy Felix. Abel Fernandez Calderon. Miguel Angel Garcia. Nadia Karen Gomez Campos. Bianca Elizabeth Gonzalez. Larissa Isabel Gonzalez. Valentina Gonzalez. Anayeli Granados. Tatiana Lachey Gresham. Emma Elise Hall. Dead. Adelena Sarai Hernandez. Haley Lynn Hernandez. Danitza Huerta. Corlin Elizabeth Kilgore. Nayeli Lara Rivera. Sarah Lee Lopez. Diego Guadalupe Mancera Munoz. Madison Page Manley. Araceli Cruz Pina Martinez. Nicole Irene Martinez Rodriguez. Max Alexander Medina. Lisette Guadalupe Meza. Christian Herman Navarro. Brian Navarro Sanchez. Jay Carter Nobles. Griselda Olvera Zavala. Kayla Sky Palasota. Seth David Parsons. Jackson Yonsok Pearson. Leslie Nayeli Pena. Melanie Lynn Perez. Jada Marie Peterson. Gabriel Alexander Pineda. Ashley Gabriela Ponce. Jacob Evan Rakowitz. Alicia Leanne Ramirez. Iris Esmeralda Resendez Lopez. Eduardo Javier Rivera Reyes. Juanita Rodriguez Lara. Ruby Liseth Rodriguez Rangel. Jorge Mauricio Rodriguez Rangel. Jose Rojas Trejo Jr. Areli Rojas. Lisette Rojo. Idel Isaac Salazar. Abigail Sanchez. Eben Sanchez. Ivan Sanchez. Caroline Antonia Sevilla Beza. Christopher Ivan Shoemaker. Negatua Elizabeth Tesfaye Spradley. Zaid Alejandro Torres Salinas. Jocelyn Alexia Vargas. Eva Vega Tirado. Olivia Monet Villarreal. Anaya Sinye Whiting. Stephanie Zavala Pineda.
We may have to wait just a moment. I think there's a little bit of a log jam in the photo booth in the back, so we'll wait just a moment. Graduates, remember who we're looking for, right, to come out? Yes? We're looking for Stephanie. Graduates, please stand and remain standing in your row. At this time, please move your tassel. Congratulations, class of 2022.